So Nikki Bella, John Cena's ex, recently went through a divorce and had to give up some money. Let's check it out and see what happened.
Breaking up in front of the world, Nikki.
Well, having two public breakups is what everyone saw. Yes, I had to give him $200,000.
Almost 4 years ago, we made a video about John Cena insisting that Nikki Bella sign an airtight relationship contract. They weren't even married. Nikki was just moving into his house, and John already knew what time it was. 75 pages. We still don't know everything that was inside it. But trust me, you could see the point he was making.
You're right. I should have told you before you packed the first box. I guess the reason I didn't ask you when I asked is because I didn't want to take something so wonderful and immediately it up with something so business. This is what my life is. This is what it's become. You met my family. You think my mom paid for that house herself?
Yeah.
She didn't. Brother lives in that house. They're expecting a child. My younger brother who's got medical problems, I make sure he's okay. I always tell them I'm a poor brother, but I try the best to be the best provider that I can. I just don't want to ever be in a position where that's in jeopardy.
If only more men had the audacity to do it. If she's not going to sign that prenup, don't get married. You worked your entire life, build up some income, saved up some money to take care of your family, and then you're going to give it away? Man, if she's not signing that prenup, she's not the one. She's not there for you. She's there for what you can do for her. So shout out to John Cena.
I don't think date nights can ever get old, but I think so many years down the road, to keep things exciting, I think kids help that in a relationship. I see the point of kids after you've been with someone for so long.
So basically what you just said across the table is, you will get bored of me.
I'm not going to get bored of you.
Pure gold. Nikki had nothing to say after that. And surprise, surprise, the relationship ended soon after. Fast forward, Nikki marries Artem in 2022 without a prenup. Gets divorced in 2024 to pay. And now she's finally talking about it publicly on her podcast. Let's jump in.
It got everyone's attention to hear.
That's right. So there's a major headline going on. Or going around about me that I just really want to kill. I don't want to get super deep into it. And you know that could be a part of the issue during my entire divorce, the incident that happened, because I haven't gotten really into it. It's given people opportunity to
make up lies,
have their own perception on what's happened. And you know what? I'm okay with that because I know the truth, lived it. I'm here and I'm happy. So that's what has kept me strong. But I need to educate the ones that aren't educated on a certain topic.
Which is a lot.
And by the way, I don't blame people, because one thing I've realized, there's a lot of topics in life that I'm not educated on because I haven't been through it. So let me tell you about divorce. So obviously TMZ put out, and then everyone else has picked it up, and everyone's had opinions about Artem and I's divorce settlement. It's everywhere. It is mind-blowing to me that our government allows all this stuff to be public, but that's, the way the world is, and it's okay, and we're here. The divorce has nothing to do with what happened, the incident, any of that. So our settlement is what everyone saw. Yes, I had to give him $200,000, the breadwinner.
Beautiful summary, Nikki. Divorce is divorce. The court system doesn't care about romantic speeches, doesn't care who fell out of love first, doesn't care who cheated. It cares about the contract. Marriage is a contract. Nikki was the breadwinner, so she had to pay. Not $200, not $2,000, $200,000.
9 times out of 10, it's the man that has to pay. 9 times out of 10, it's the man that has something to lose. So this is a rare situation.
Why? Because that's what the contract demanded. Now listen to the explanation.
Also, there's a lot of different things that happen to make that number. I got a steal. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy to say. And the one thing is our judge, we did private mediation, said at the end of it, this is the first time in all the years I've done this where a woman had to pay a man.
She got away easy. Can you think of how many men have been in that situation and had to give up half or more than half? This shows the double standards. The judge didn't feel bad for them.
This is the first time in all the years I've done this where a woman had to pay a man. And the judge said, you should be so damn proud that you built such an empire that someone wants a piece of it. Now, let me tell you the learning lesson. If you ever get married again, promise me you will make them sign a prenup. And I was like, I promise. They go, hard lesson to learn today because of the money you're going to have to pay out, but be damn proud of yourself. Yeah. And it was nice to hear that. And I was, even though it hurts because I broke my neck for that money. That money, all that is my hard-earned money.
The judge bailed her out because she's a woman. The judge told her she should be proud that she built an empire someone wants a piece of. That's not justice, that's affirmation. For a man, that's standard protocol. For a woman, it's a wake-up call. And let's be clear, this was a steal with a net worth of $10 million getting off easy. Women only understand the value of a prenup when their money is on the line.
$200,000? Man, as a man with no prenup, you losing at least $4 to $5 million. At least. When you count up everything, houses, cars, and everything else, you losing at least $4 to $5 million. She got away super easy.
And can I just say a side note, just on the prenup thing? I told Nicole many times, he needs to sign it. He needs to sign it. Please annul. Please annul. Everyone, I don't care. Everyone knows I'm the bad guy. And you believed in such a fairy tale, and you're like, you let it go because you loved him. So I will say that, like, because people always try to make the worst of evils and the villains, and it's just so crazy. When, you know, just coming from a sister point, people easily get lost in love. So it's kind of how, like, when I see all the comments.
This part is important. Nikki and Bree had a reality show. Artem proposed on that show.
Slowly, man.
Artem.
Prenups are not romantic. They're seen as distrust and not loving me 100%. She'd look like a hypocrite. Why? Because she broke up with John Cena for setting boundaries and creating a legal agreement. Couldn't turn around and demand a prenup from Artem. The sisterhood would have destroyed her.
Well, here's another kill rumor. They're all like, oh, so he got the money because she lost. Like, no. Child support. If you are the breadwinner, if you make more money, it is literally a state calculator. They put in the incomes and they go, boom, this one makes more money. This is what you owe per month. At any point, by the way, till Mateo's 18, we'll always have to go. We can always go back to court or not. And this is anyone relationship, and you'll have to do the calculators again. And child support changes. And so, because sometimes people start to do better, they do worse, and blah, blah, blah. It's strictly having a kid in a marriage. That's all it is. You just have to educate yourself on things. And that's what I've realized about the internet. And I try to give so much grace because I'm like, they haven't been divorced, or they haven't been married, or they don't have a friend who's been through a divorce. All of it's strictly divorce. And believe me, I did great in it because they wanted to settle. I was going to trial.
They wanted to settle really bad.
Well, okay, Bree, remember when I said, can keep this light?
You might as well just take all of it. Why would you settle for $200,000? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you settle for $200,000 if she's worth $10 million? He's a better man than me. Business-wise, that's a poor decision.
This is why she's so calm. She knows this was a steal. She could have lost half of everything. Instead, she pays $3,500 a month in child support with shared custody. Remember the numbers we usually hear. $100K, $200 a month.
Work really hard. And, you know, the child support doesn't bother me because I want Mateo to make sure his life in the other house is equal. And that is the one thing too. Everyone will bitch and complain. Oh my gosh, this is about child support. When you're in the courtroom, child support is so the child could have an equal life in both homes. That's where it comes from. And so it is hard, and you're like, oh, it hurts, but it's so maybe the other parent can get a better place for rent. So then your child support goes to that, right? Or they can eat the same organic food. Or so right. For me, it doesn't, I don't even think twice about it, because I'm like, that is making sure Mateo's also 50-50. Half of his other time is a good life.
Right.
You know, but
she's being politically correct. We all know it's women who receive the brunt of these massive payouts. Dunking on child support would mean dunking on the very system that benefits her gender. They can go back to court for 18 years as life and income change. I want you to keep that same energy when your ex-husband demands more money because he can't keep up the lifestyle. John Cena was right from the beginning. Prevention is cure. Stay out of the courtroom. Stay out of the system. Protect your money. Protect your future. Protect yourself. Modern marriage is almost guaranteed to end in divorce. Don't be a fool.
$200,000, and she can always go back and change that number so he can even be lower than that eventually. She got away easy. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the other video with Talia James. Check out that video. I'll see y'all next time.